Greece, the home of democracy, the Olympics, philosophy, and most importantly, feta cheese. Greece's economy is currently ranked 45th in the world at $235.6 billion and is the 13th largest economy in the 28-member European Union. Conducting business with this country may be very desirable, but you must be aware of the many cultural differences and strict business etiquette before pursuing any sort of international relations. Let's set the scene. You're about to have a business dinner with your Canadian partner and Greek colleague. Wearing provocative or bright clothing would be completely unacceptable, and this would not impress your Greek counterparts.
I'm here for the business meeting.
The appropriate attire to wear on this occasion would be to dress conservatively and in proper business attire, yet still look modest. Loose-fitting clothing would also be acceptable. When greeting someone for the first time, make sure not to be too friendly or embrace them before getting to know your colleague on a personal level.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Having a flat or unapproachable facial expression may also be perceived as rude. Shake hands firmly and make direct eye contact when meeting your counterpart. And always have a smile on your face to let them know that you're eager to do business. Expected to show up to a business dinner bearing gifts, but giving silverware or weapons of any sort would not be appropriate. Do not bring these items.
Here's a gift.
Expensive wines, pastries, brandy, whiskey, or cut flowers would be the best options for gift. Greeks find it very humble when an international business colleague gifts them culturally appropriate items. When it comes down to the meeting itself, acting in an assertive manner is highly frowned upon, and the lack of respect of others' opinions would be the worst behavior to show when interacting with your Greek colleague.
So our company is thinking of expanding.
Your opinion is garbage.
Make sure to be very open-minded and take a calm approach to certain topics of discussion when in a meeting. Having a reserved nature would leave a huge impression, and it is key to making a successful business deal.
I was thinking of expanding our company.
That is a great idea.
Thank you.
Hey Leigha, do you think you could tell me more about Greece's economy?
Sure, Greece, being the 13th largest economy in the European Union, plays a very important role in foreign trades. Some of the commodities that we export are manufactured goods, foods, and beverages, which totaled $35.6 billion in 2014.
Huh, how about that? The more you know. Allegra, do you think you could tell me more about Greece's GDP?
I sure can, Grace. Okay, so Greece's overall GDP is $258.3 billion. Greece's exports accounts for 7.1% of the GDP, and the tourism sector accounts for 15.2%. The GDP per capita is $26,000, and Greece's GDP real growth rate has increased by 0.8%. How about
Wow,
that?
I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me.
No problem.
Do you have any more information on Greece's economic stature that you could share?
Well, the new government recently introduced equal opportunities for all who strive for a better life, and are also giving rewards for efficiency and achievements.
I have learned so much.
You're very welcome. Now let's try some of this feta cheese.
Yum!
Now over to Mikaela, who will be discussing Greece's political climate.
Hi, I will be discussing the political climate of Greece. So to start off, the capital of Greece is Athens. The current prime minister's name is Alexis Tsipras, and the president is Prokopis Panopoulos. Unlike other countries, the president of Greece has limited power, because the rest of the power lies within the government. He represents the state in its relations to other states. Greece has a parliamentary republic government, which is a democracy. Fun fact, democracy was started in ancient Greece in 6th century BC in Athens. To explain parliamentary democracy further, the legislator is the part of the government that makes the laws. The legislator also gives power to the executive, which is the part of the government that enforces the laws. This is a basic form of parliamentary republic. The difference is how legislature gets its power. It isn't chosen by ruler or by birth, but in election. So it's like a power to the people type of government. In recent years, Greece's economy started to get into trouble. They had an outstanding payment in 2010 from the excessive spending on the 2004 Olympic Games in Athens. The debt worsened with the global financial crisis of 2008, which began in the US. Greece hid the economic reality from the European Union for years, and in 2008, Georgios Papandreou became president, revealing that public debt was at 113% of GDP.
Now Bernice will be talking about business communication in Greece.
Greeks are known to be quite verbal and oratory, so it is nice to start off the business meeting with discussions on cultural and historical topics. Note that this can get somewhat emotional and intensive. It is also advisable to avoid bringing up topics concerning Cyprus or politics. And note that Greeks often interrupt each other, but don't be offended because this is a common aspect of Greek way of communication. When it comes to business negotiations in Greece, face-to-face communication is important and has been measured as the strongest in Europe. Personal relationships are highly valued. They prefer face-to-face communication over telephone or written communication. Therefore, first impressions are very important. As you guys probably know, nonverbal communication refers to the communication through gestures, movement, eye contact, facial expression, and intonation of voice. So, Greeks are very expressive, and some useful things that you should know are: raising the eyebrow with a slight upward nod means no, while tilting the head to either side means yes. Winking someone is often a simply friendly gesture. You want to avoid an open palm directed at someone's face, as this is an insult. Remember that touching is common and is seen as a friendly gesture, so don't feel offended. And make sure to avoid the okay sign, since it is considered obscene.